Hello, everyone. It's Cheryl from Hand in Healing for You. I'm back again. I didn't check my teeth. I hope there's nothing in there. I want to speak with you real quick about getting unstuck. Have you ever been there? Have you ever been to a point in your life where you're just like, I don't know what I need, but I feel like I'm not advancing either in my career or in my personal life? I'm just kind of stuck. I'm not, nothing is necessarily wrong with me, um, but for some reason I just feel stuck. To hear that quite frequently from people. They don't know what they're supposed to be doing now. They're just stuck. So how do we get unstuck? How do you even figure out what that is when you're feeling stuck? I'm going to advise you to get a journal. And if for some reason you don't like writing, start a note in your phone and maybe just record some thoughts about how it is you're feeling as you're stuck. And why do you think you're stuck? Is it because, like me, I thought at the age of 35, I don't know what else I'm supposed to be doing. I'm 35 years old. I have a house. I have the kids. I have a job. I don't know what else I need, but I just don't feel somehow fulfilled. Like I knew I needed to do something else. Like, how do you get to that? I started by writing. I wrote about how I felt about it. How did I sense that I was going to become unstuck? Like what could I do? Like how did I feel? I felt I had to listen. I had to listen to myself to figure out how did I feel. I My internal guidance system, I call it that all the time. Not my GPS, but my internal guidance system, my IGS, was telling me there was something more I needed to do, but I didn't know what it was. So, not knowing what it is like the worst part because once you know, you can take action and you're suddenly unstuck again because you're moving along, right? You're doing something. That's the unstucking. But when you're in that stuck place, you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know who to ask for help. I don't know how to get there because I don't even know what it is that I want to do or how to get there. Like I said, I just started listening to my internal guidance system and I wrote it down. I feel like I need more, but I don't even know what the more is. I feel like I should be doing something else, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like I should have a more defined purpose of what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oh, look at the thing on the top of my wall. Can you see it? Well, let me see if I can get this to. Ah! I'm sorry, I'm probably making you dizzy. It says all we have to do, all we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. Yeah, right? We all have the same amount of time to get done whatever it is that we're supposed to get done. But if we don't know what it is that we're supposed to get done, how can we do it? How do we know what that is even? How do we get it done if we don't know what it is? So I wrote to God. Excuse me. And I just said, I know I have a bigger purpose, but I don't know what it is. I want to be closer to you to understand that. I know you put me here for a purpose. I know as a soul, as you come from heaven as a soul down into a physical body, I know there's a purpose. There's a reason why I have this mother, I have this father, I have this family to grow into, I have this new family of a husband and children to grow into. What am I supposed to be doing besides that? What is my legacy going to be? How do I get there? How do I determine what it is? And all of those questions, just write them down. And then you need to listen. I know it sounds weird. You write down the questions and then listen for the answers. Where do the answers come from? So many different places. You could be hearing a song on the radio and suddenly a thought comes into your head and you're like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. You could be in the shower and then suddenly you hear someone say something to you and it triggers something. And you're like, oh, thank goodness I got it. I know what I'm supposed to do. You could be reading something online or in the news and or hear something on TV on a YouTube channel and suddenly ding, it's like clockwork. All of a sudden something comes out and you recognize, oh, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. That makes sense. That's what I've been waiting for. So it's important to write it down and then it's important to listen. And once you've listened and you got the message that you asked for, right? So here it is. God gives you free will to do what you want. But when you ask God a question for to help you with something, and then you listen for an answer and you get the answer, I hope you take action on it. I hope you don't just say, "Oh, that was silly. That wasn't the answer. That's ridiculous. That can't be it." No, it really isn't. Listen to it. So I asked the question, what am I supposed to be doing? And then it wasn't but a few months later, I had my very first Reiki session with a friend of mine who had just learned it. And for the very first time in my whole entire life, I was calm internally. I felt peaceful and loved. And I was just like, wow. I don't know what that was or how you did that, but that was amazing. And because of the fact that it came from a friend of mine, I asked her, how did you learn this? Oh, it was easy. You just go to a class and you learn how to do it. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you for learning this incredible thing. That's amazing. And I thought because she was in the medical field, that's why she was involved with it, or that's why she learned how to do it. And then when I found out, it doesn't matter who you are or what you know about the body, even. You can give Reiki to someone. You can do this on yourself. What? I was blown away. I'm like, just sign me up. I don't know where to go or how to get it done, but I want to do this. Let's do it. So I asked the question, I wrote it down, I had a list, I waited and listened for the answer, and then I took action. I actually attended the class, and that got me unstuck. And I have been unstuck since then because it put me on the path. It allowed me to see what it was that I could do and how I could align myself, my internal guidance system could align with God. I finally got that. I didn't have it before then. And no amount of going to and listening to church services was going to be able to do that for me. I needed to feel it here internally in my heart. I needed to understand it personally. So that's how I'm telling you to get unstuck. Write it down. Write down everything you're feeling, all the questions you have about it, then listen for an answer. It may come in the form of a song or in the shower, in the car, while you're down in your workshop building something, you'll get the answer and then act on it. And suddenly you're unstuck. So I think everyone goes through this. Everyone goes through the I'm stuck phase. I don't know what to do or where to turn or how to move from here. And it's because you need to listen to that IGS, that internal guidance system. It knows the way, it knows your soul, it knows what you need, but you have to listen to it. So people get stuck in their head because they say, oh, I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. What do I do? I'm stuck, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck, I'm stuck. And you just keep going on the treadmill of life of because everything seems to be fine, like other than feeling that stuck thing, even though you're going to work, you're going to the gym, you're going to the grocery store, you're going, you're doing all of that stuff. But in between somewhere, in between all of this, you need to just be. You need to just stop and listen. You've asked the question, how do I get unstuck? You've asked that question. Even if it's just that in your head, you don't have to necessarily even write it down. For me, I love journaling, so writing it down was definitely what I needed to do. But if you just want to ask the question, how do I get unstuck? Then guess what? That's how you do it. You said it. You asked. Now listen for the answer. You're going to find it, I promise you. See, because you have free will. Your free will decides whether you want to move ahead or want to stay where you are. So by saying I'm stuck and I want to move ahead opens your mind this much for internal guidance system to help you, to connect you with your God, to tell you what your soul purpose is here, and for you to actually start working on aligning with that. And how do you know that you found the right thing? It feels so good. It's right. It is so right. You know it in your heart. You know it in your soul. That internal guidance system is happy. It's like, yay, you got it. Keep going with this, right? That's what you're supposed to be doing. I hope this helps you. And if you have any questions, of course, please reach out to me. I'm just a text away, 860-620-7709. Thank you. And please know if you don't give me your name along with that text message, chances are I'm not going to answer you. Be well. Bye.